Hey, good morning. How are you guys? So, I just came back from a run a couple minutes ago, so still a little rosy, which is fine, when I was growing up, during physical education, I didn't like to do like the activities because I was very ashamed that I got red and people would make fun of me and stuff, but as I grew, I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do whatever, makes me happy. And if that means I'm not gonna look good, I don't care. What matters that I'm happy inside. So, funny story. I just ran, and this week I haven't been running with my friends, and I've been missing them a lot. And somebody messaged me a couple minutes ago and said, "Hey, when our fearless leader," she said, is going to be back to run with us. And I thought that was very sweet because yes, I'm afraid of a lot of things, but when it comes to to people and showing who I am and expressing my thoughts and my feelings, I'm really fearless when it comes to dealing with people. And if I have to stand up for myself or somebody else, yeah, that's me. And today I just want to share with you guys the story of how I got to that point. And on a later video, I'm going to share why I think that is important. So, growing up, I was very chubby when I was little. And there was this time, I was made fun a lot for my appearance. And there was this, on second grade or third grade, there was this kid that one time I was having a snack time under a tree, and he was looking for somewhere to stop and sit, and there was a beautiful shade and a grassy area, and I was like, hey, you can sit here with me, because I was very lonely. And I was like, and because I was trying to be nice to him. And he looked at me, he's like, no, I'm not gonna sit there with you, you were fat. And then I was like, listening to his words, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so sad that he thinks that I can't be a good friend, or I'm not good enough, for to hang out with him just because the way I look. So I started paying attention to people's behavior, even children already, when, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so hypocritical. How come my value is in the way I look, and this is just wrong. And at home, I had another issue, which was like, I grew up with a very smart, if my brothers, that my oldest brother, he's extremely smart. And I had another brother that he's smart too, but he was the good looking. So there was the smart one and there was the good looking, and then there was me, And of course, growing up with a very smart person in your family already makes you like, oh my gosh, I can never step up for that. And I wasn't really smart too. I was like always in La La Land. And when I would make a mistake, like, my dad, for example, was like, oh, you said this word wrong. His methodology was like, okay, sit down and write this word 50 times or 100 times, 150 times until you learn, which worked. But, in some sense, it made me feel like very stupid. So I started believing that if I was perfect and if I didn't make any mistakes, maybe people would like me. But as I grew up and I started going to another school, and this school was the Adventist school where I went to basically elementary, middle, and high school, I started making new friends and getting to know other people. And the first lesson I learned was when I broke my foot, and I was still heavy. I was very heavy, and I was on 5th grade, and I had to go up steps and I couldn't. So this guy that worked at the school, he was like, a staff member, and he just grabbed me and he carried me up the stairs like he could barely do it, but he did it. And he's here. I know he watches my videos. And I was like, that made me feel like maybe I don't have to be perfect for people to care about me and to love me. Maybe this is all wrong. And then with my friends, they would say, you were so beautiful. It was the first time people would say, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter, your shape, you're still beautiful. And so I started realizing that I had value in me and that there was people that could see it.
So I started learning that I shouldn't value myself based on what others think about me. And I should know who I was and what I had to offer. And that was what mattered. If people didn't see that or they didn't appreciate, it was on them. So that's how I started learning there's no way that we can be liked by everybody and everybody's gonna like us. And that's what I say. I don't care if people don't like me. I don't live for people to like me. I live to be true to myself and to be happy. And some people use that against me. The fact that I say I don't care if people don't like me. You know, if you like me, that's great. And I care for the people that know who I am and like me for who I am, not for the people that judge me based on the way I look or based on whatever they decided to believe. So, you know, and tomorrow I want to share with you guys why I think it's so important, you know, to have this self-awareness and the self-knowledge. Because I don't think we can go anywhere if you don't know, and I don't think we can find happiness if you don't. So sorry I got emotional, but you know, I went back to those feelings, and it makes me emotional to see that there are great people out there, and there are people that are gonna see your value no matter if you know, if you're not perfect, you know. So just know who you are and know your value, and if people see that, great. If they don't, that's their loss. All right, you guys have a great day, and tomorrow hopefully or next time I'm gonna talk about why do I think it's important to have self-knowledge and self-awareness. You guys have a great day. Bye.